Hi everyone. So I'll be honest, there's probably about 6 takes of this video tonight. Just because I got a little off topic and got a little heated about stuff, and you'll see why. So tonight's video is inspired by my coworkers because I bounce ideas off them a lot. I didn't really know if I wanted to do a midweek video, and I do have a notebook that I just took a couple minutes and wrote some notes down in because I wanted to be able to speak a little bit more coherently and have my thoughts flow a little bit better, so that I could get my point across. So tonight's video is inspired first off by my coworkers, but second by a video that inspired this entire channel. I did a video on my Twitter, a live video probably about a month ago now that was about 11-12 minutes long. Not trying to make this video that long, which is why I've done 5-6 takes of it. But anyway, so I was talking to my coworkers about, I didn't really want to do a midweek video because I didn't really know what I wanted to talk about, but I wanted to do one just to check in and say hi. So they all said, well, it's about your mental health. How's your mental health going this week? It's going really well. Ever since I did the video last week, my days have been great. And like little tiny stressful moments, like little bits of stress, but not a lot elsewhere. And it's one of those things that I don't really dwell on it because, and this is where that Twitter video comes in, where you let go of things that you choose not to spend time and energy on, or you let go of people that you don't want to share space with, or you let go of places that you don't want to be in because of the energy or whatever. And this is something that I've been talking about for probably the past year, is like spending your energy on things and sharing energy with people, because people that always have negative energy, you're going to pick up on that. And you're going to start having more negative energy, especially about yourself, because if they have negative energy about themselves or about you, you're going to start picking up on that. And that's not okay. You have to spend time with people that appreciate you and that have positive energy about you, because then that reflects on who you are. And if you keep yourself in situations where you're being talked down to, or you are putting yourself in situations where you're gonna be uncomfortable, change it. That's what that video is about, is that you have the power to spend your energy on what you choose to spend your energy on. You have the power to say yes and no to things. I'm not saying learn to say no. I'm not saying learn to say yes, but learn to decide if you want to spend your energy and time on that situation or that person. And so I'm not saying put a Band-Aid on it and have a positive attitude and like pat yourself on the back, it'll be okay. I'm not saying that, but at the same time, being positive about things, little tiny things, like, oh man, I really like what I made for lunch today. Man, I'm a really good cook. Man, I really am just so glad that I had that conversation with my coworker today. I'm really glad I stood up for this person. I'm really glad I let this person pass me on the highway. I'm really glad I let this person in on traffic. I'm really glad I left that parking space for so-and-so. Like, I emptied the dishwasher. Like, little tiny things, like I don't have any laundry. I put all my laundry away. I folded all my laundry. I hung all my laundry up. Like little tiny things about your day can really go a long way. Little rewards for yourself, little awards for yourself. And learning to think more positively and learning to let go of stuff that isn't positive or that you don't want to spend time and energy on is a huge, huge deal. Because you're saying to the world and to yourself, I have control over this. You get to decide what takes up space in your head and your heart. You get to decide what you spend time and energy on. And that is a very powerful thing. The Twitter video was inspired by a very specific situation that I was experiencing with the new job. But the message of that video pertains to so much more. And that's what I wanted to get across to you guys. That's what I wanted to talk about today, because last week when I had that conversation with you about letting go of a certain situation that I didn't want to spend time and energy on anymore, it reminded me of that video. And I was like, that video is the entire reason that I wanted to do this channel. And I'm going to have a good week. I am. I'm determined to have a good week. I'm determined to make sure that I don't spend energy on being sad, that I don't spend energy on that bad negative situation. And even last night, something from that situation continued, and I was just had a moment where I was super, super angry, and I wanted to say something, and then one of my best friends was like, let it go. Don't even start. Just let it go. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm not spending time and energy on that today. I'm not spending time and energy on that this week. And I didn't. So make sure that you know that you're in control of that kind of thing. That's what's important. If there's a situation at work, which is what my Twitter video was about, you can talk to people at work about changing that situation. You have the power to change that. You do. And I'm not saying go quit your job tomorrow unless it's a situation that's really bad that your boss can't handle or the HR department can't handle, but that's what they're there for. Don't be afraid to go talk to somebody about a situation that you're uncomfortable with or that you want to change. If you want to move your desk, move your desk. If you are uncomfortable talking to your manager, talk to a different manager. They'll be able to help you take the steps. Talk to HR. They're there for you. That's literally their job. Is that HR is there to protect you and make sure that you are a happy little worker bee. I don't know why I just said that phrase. Wasn't in my notes. But spending less time dwelling on the bad stuff gives you more time to dwell on the positive stuff. And that's what's important. Again, you get to decide what takes up space in your head and your heart. That's what I want you guys to focus on for the rest of this week. Not necessarily figuring out if it doesn't bring you joy, throw it out. But if it doesn't, maybe that's what you need to do. You don't need to tell these people that you're not spending time and energy on them. You don't need to tell these people, I don't want to share space with you, because you're going to sound crazy. And one of my coworkers and I said this to each other, is that we've spent the last year to the last year and a half focusing more on positive things and what makes us happy. Because if you spend your time trying to please everybody else, like, it is not your job to be a people pleaser. It is not your job to be a personal assistant and make sure that everybody has everything that they need and that they're all doing their own thing correctly. No, you're not getting paid to do that. Don't do it. If you don't want to spend time and energy on it, don't. If you have the power to change a situation, change it. Or avoid it. Or get rid of it. It sounds so simple because it is. But do it in little steps. I'm not sitting here telling you to put a Band-Aid on your depression or your anxiety or your stress levels or your blood pressure. I'm not. But there are little things throughout your own day that you can do that will change over time, and you'll spend more time focusing on more positive things, and you'll notice a change. People will say, you're smiling more than you used to. Your smile reaches your eyes now. You look happier. They'll notice, and you'll notice. I mean, if it's as simple as having a more positive outlook on your self-esteem, write yourself a Post-it note, laminate it, whatever. Put it on your bathroom mirror and repeat it to yourself every day. You can decide what it says. You can decide to write what I'm saying, which is you decide what takes up space in your head and your heart. You can write that. You can write, I have the power. I don't care. Write yourself a positive note and put it on your mirror and start saying it to yourself or reading it to yourself every day. Set an alarm for yourself for the middle of the day that says something nice. Like, you have a great smile. You look pretty today. You look handsome today. Set a reminder on your phone. Set an alarm on your phone that goes off in the middle of your shift that says, hey, you made it through a work day. You made it halfway through a work day. Or set a reminder on your phone like I do that says, don't eat that third mini Snickers. I mean, like, you get to decide. Decide what you want it to say. And you don't have to let me know I'll be really excited to hear what you guys write, but that's something that I did for a little bit, was I set little reminders for myself, and I would change them throughout the week or throughout the month, or I would set something in my calendar that would alert me, and it would be like, hey, have a great day today. Like just little things. And they add up over time. They really do. But so do the negative things. And that's what I want you guys to remember, is that the negative things can really add up. And if you let them get to you, they're going to get to you and they're going to ruin your day. So if it doesn't bring you joy, let it go. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. Because that video was a little bit longer than this video, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll find that video and repost it. Just because I think it was a really good one. I really liked it. It was a little bit more organized than this one, thought-wise. Sorry about that. But thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. I hope this helps. And yeah, have a good night.